Yo, what's up guys, TheReaper Playz here, back with another video. So WrestleMania 40 is just around the corner, so I thought it would be right to give my predictions on how the matches are gonna go. Also, I haven't uploaded an actual long form video in quite a while, so yeah, I had to upload this video. Anyway, without further ado, let's start off with Saturday's match card. Now, the first match I want to predict is a pretty big one, to say the least. The six-pack ladder match for the undisputed tag titles. Now, this one is really hard to predict, because not only do we have 6 really good teams in there, but this is a match where literally anything could happen. But here's what I think is going to happen at the end. 2 different team members are going to climb the ladder at the same time. One of them will grab the Raw titles, while the other grabs the SmackDown titles, thus splitting the Undisputed Tag Championships. That is what I really want to happen, because I'm not going to lie to you, watching Damian Priest carry both of those titles and his Money in the Bank briefcase, it's just painful, I can't lie. So yeah, whilst I can't come up with a definitive winner for this match, I don't even know if it's going to be Judgment Day. That's my prediction. Anyway, moving on to the next match. Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill versus Damage Control. So Damage Control are going to have the upper hand for a while. They're just going to be tagging in and out, just trying to cut the ring in half as best they can. And it's going to get to a point where both Bianca and Naomi are absolutely drained, and whichever one of them is in the ring is going to crawl over to Jade Cargill, tag her in, and she's just going to destroy everyone. Now, from there onwards, it's just going to be an action-packed match, and it'll get to a point where Bianca does something that involves her accidentally hitting Jade Cargill, which has happened a lot in tag team matches. And in Bianca's shock, whichever member of Damage Control is the legal member will roll up Bianca and steal the win, sparking a feud between Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Now, that match was pretty hard to predict because, well, to be honest, I haven't really been following that storyline all too much. Anyway, next match. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. Now, there's going to be a lot of high flying in this match, and expect to hear a chorus of boos all across the arena for Dirty Dom. But let me take you on a little trip down memory lane. When Rey Mysterio handpicked Dragon Lee as his tag team partner at WrestleMania, Carlito didn't look too pleased. He had a look in his eyes as though he took it personally, especially after everything that Carlito has done. Hell, he even helped Rey Mysterio see Santos Escobar for what he really is. So Mysterio choosing Dragon Lee as his partner instead of him, I can't lie, I could see why that would be insulting to him. And for that reason, I think Carlito is going to do something to cost Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee the match, thus leaving the LWO and sparking a feud between Carlito and Rey Mysterio. And also it'd give Dominic Mysterio a chance to give his father a little payback for beating him last year at WrestleMania. Now, that match was a pretty fun one to predict, I can't lie. Now, the next match I want to talk about is Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the IC title. Now, I can't exactly come up with a prediction on how that match is going to go. I mean, I know it's going to be a really good match because these are 2 really good wrestlers, especially Gunther. Like, Sami Zayn is great, but Gunther is just on a whole other level. But anyway, yeah, whilst I can't predict whether or not Chad Gable's going to get involved or, like, what spots are going to be in this match, I think that Gunther is going to retain. Like, Sami is IC championship material, but I don't really think there's enough build-up for him, especially with a reign as long as Gunther's. I don't think he's ready to end a reign like that, you know? Anyway, next match I want to predict is Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Now, I've got to be honest here, I don't really care about this match too much. But if I had to pick one winner, then I'd have to go with Rhea Ripley. I don't know, I'm just being biased with this match. Now, the next match I want to talk about is a match that I am really excited for. The Battle of the Usos, Jay versus Jimmy. Now, this is more than just a wrestling match. This is about blood. This is about family. This is about who is the better brother. And my prediction for it is that these 2 brothers are going to rip each other to pieces. Because in a match about blood needs to be spilled. God, I sound like a sick mark. Now, Solo's also been involved in this feud, so I would imagine he would find ways to get involved in the match. And he'll end up costing Jay the match, allowing Jimmy to win. But it doesn't stop there. After the match, Jimmy and Solo will rain down a vicious beating on Jay, making absolutely sure that he is not a factor in Cody's match on night 2 against Roman Reigns, whether it be Bloodline 3 or Bloodline Rules. And that stipulation will be determined in the final match of night 1. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns and The Rock. The stakes of this match are huge. If Cody and Seth win, then on night 2 in Cody's match against the Tribal Chief, the Bloodline will be banished from ringside. Roman Reigns will be all alone and Cody Rhodes will have an open opportunity to finish the story. Now if The Rock and Roman Reigns win, then it's Bloodline Rules. Anything goes. Meaning that the Bloodline can get involved in the match in any way they want, and there's nothing Cody can do about it. Now, who would I have win that match? I think The Rock and Roman Reigns should win. Not only should they win, but after the match, they should beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, but mainly Cody Rhodes. Because A, they've got to soften up Cody Rhodes even more for the Bloodline Rules match at night 2. And B, Seth has still got to make it to the World Heavyweight title match against Drew McIntyre, but we'll get to that. Anyway, those were my predictions for WrestleMania Saturday, but before we move on to WrestleMania Sunday, there's something that I've got to remind you guys. The Reaper versus Bray Wyatt premieres on May 23rd, Bray Wyatt's birthday. And not too long ago, I actually started working on this video, and let's just say it's coming together pretty well. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because although it will be a long wait, it will be worth it. We love you, Bray. Anyway, on to WrestleMania Sunday. Now, the first match on the card I want to talk about is Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. Now, for the Final Testament, especially Karrion Kross, this WrestleMania match is a must-win, because ever since he got introduced on the main roster, Karrion Kross hasn't really been over with the audience, and it's fair to say that he's been booked pretty horribly. So this is pretty much Kross's last chance to get over on the main roster, and it's sad because I like Karrion Kross. I like his promo skills, and I really like his in-ring ability. His booking has just sucked though. But with this new Final Testament thing, I can definitely see him going places with that. But it all depends on whether or not he wins this match at WrestleMania. Plus, a win over Bobby Lashley would be a huge step in going those places. So for that reason, I think the Final Testament need to win this match. Next match, Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton versus Logan Paul for the US title. Now, winning the US title would be really important for Kevin Owens, because if my calculations are correct, they probably won't be. He hasn't won a singles championship in WWE in like maybe 7 years. Now, it'd be nice to have Randy Orton as the US champion, but he's already won so many championships. I don't see him winning another one for quite a while. Now, Logan Paul, as much as I don't exactly enjoy his US title reign, I could see why it would be good for the business to keep him as champion. Like, him retaining the title at WrestleMania would get more eyes on the WWE, and overall it would just be good for the business, really. Now, who do I personally want to win the US title? I think Kevin Owens should. In the past year, Kevin Owens has worked his arse off, not just playing a massive role in the Bloodline story, but everything else he's done after that has also been really good, so I think he deserves the title. Right, next match. AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Yeah! Now, this is LA Knight's first WrestleMania match, and he really needs this win. I mean, the man is so over right now. But at the same time, AJ Styles also really needs this win, because his heel turn right now is really good, and 2 years ago he lost to Edge, and last year he wasn't even at WrestleMania. So this match is pretty much equally important to AJ. Now, who do I want to win? My biased opinion says LA Knight's gonna win. Yeah! Right, next match I want to talk about is Bayley versus Io Sky. Now, I think Io Sky is going to retain her title in this match, because truth be told, I really do not see Bayley dethroning her. Like, I know it's going to be a good match, but I just don't see a title change happening, so I've got to give it to Io. Right, the next match is a good one. Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Seth Rollins is going to be coming into this match all banged up from his match against Roman Reigns and The Rock, meaning Drew McIntyre will be at an immediate advantage. But we do have to make note of the fact that CM Punk will be on commentary, and he will definitely be talking a load of crap about both of them. So who knows, maybe CM Punk will be a distraction for Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins. Perhaps one more than the other. Now, personally, I would have Drew McIntyre win the title, simply because I think Seth's title reign is getting a little bit boring now, and Drew's definitely going to do a lot of things with that title, and who knows, maybe he'll definitely get in a rivalry with CM Punk for that title. When he comes back, that is. Right, the final match of the night. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship in Bloodline rules. Now, we all know that it's only a matter of time before the Bloodline get involved, but before all of that happens, Cody and Roman throw everything at each other. Kendo sticks, chairs, tables, bull rope. But of course, when Roman's title reign seems to be in trouble, Solo and Jimmy will get involved, viciously beating the crap out of Cody, putting him through the announce table if necessary. And after a while of that happening, although injured, Jey Uso and Seth Rollins will come through the crowd to help Cody Rhodes. Enter The Rock. He helps the Bloodline fend off Jey Uso and Seth Rollins before they all throw Cody Rhodes into the ring. The Rock grabs one of Cody's weight belts and starts lashing Cody with it, all while Roman Reigns looks on, smiling. He tells The Rock to hold Cody Rhodes up so he can set up for the spear, and as he's charging up, John Cena's music hits. Rock and Roman look on as John Cena runs down the ramp to deliver blows and punches to Jimmy and Solo. And once he's done with them, he runs towards the ring and comes after The Rock and Roman Reigns. And Cena puts up a good fight, but of course, it's 2-on-1. And those two are of course Roman Reigns and The Rock. It looks as though the Bloodline have the upper hand again as Jimmy and Solo recover on ringside. Then all of a sudden, Stone Cold Steve Austin's music hits. The Rock looks on in disbelief as Stone Cold Steve Austin comes running down the ramp and delivers a stunner to Jimmy and a stunner to Solo at ringside. And then he gets in the ring and he stares down the final boss. Roman Reigns tries to interject, but Stone Cold catches him with a stunner before brawling with The Rock all over the arena. With everyone else incapacitated on the floor, Cody and Roman are now on their own. They trade blows in the middle of the ring before Roman Reigns eventually gets the upper hand, whips Cody into the ropes and attempts a spear, but Cody catches him into a triple crossroads and wins the match, winning the very title that was taken from the American Dream Dusty Rhodes and finishing the story. God, that felt less like a prediction and more like a fantasy booking, I can't lie. But anyway, yeah, those are my predictions for WrestleMania 40. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!